You need simple, you need delicious, you need something really special. I've got just the answer for you, but I can't do it myself, so I need a little bit of help. Please welcome the fabulous Courtney Luna. If you guys don't know who she is, where have you been? I'm gonna put the link to her cookbook in the description box along with the pre-order link to mine. We're gonna make some amazing food today, are we not?
I hope so. I hope you think it's amazing and delicious. It's really simple and that's all that matters, really.
Excellent. So let's go ahead and dive into the cheeseburger soup as made famous by the beautiful Courtney Luna today on Chris Cookin' Nashville. So this is going to be a little bit different for me because I'm not actually cooking in my kitchen. Courtney is going to show us how she does this amazing cheeseburger soup, which I have heard so much about. If you guys haven't seen this, I've watched her make it on her channel, but if you haven't seen this or heard of this, I think you've been living under a rock because everybody loves this.
You know, it's the one I keep pushing it on everybody because it's so, like anybody that's not carnivore would still love it. It's a dairy bomb with some burger, you know, like you can't go wrong, so.
Cool. Show us how we make it and let's give this a try.
Okay, let's see, what is the directions? Medium, high heat.
So we're gonna do medium high.
Okay, takes a little bit.
Should be ready in about a minute.
What? Okay. Knife.
Scissors, knife.
Whatever.
There you go.
All right, well this might be fatty enough. I usually do a little bit of tallow just so it doesn't stick. So, whoa, you better behave. I feel like I'm gonna, I usually, like in the directions it says add a little dollop of tallow, especially if you're gonna use a leaner meat, but we're gonna just hope for the best because this is fatty. So I think it's just gonna release its own. If I can get it out of there. There we go. Oh, thank you. It's so nice having an assistant.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna break this up and cook it until it's cooked and brown. It's probably gonna take about like 10, 15 minutes or so.
Not much better smelling than ground beef as it cooks.
Delicious. So in the book, I say to drain the fat, and people ask me why, and I probably should have like put my why in there because we are just gonna leave it in there mainly out of convenience. But why I do drain it is because it just doesn't make for pretty presentation,
right?
Especially like taking photos for the book, or if you're just gonna serve anyone that you like want to impress. The grease is gonna be like just, you know, little dots of grease on top because it's gonna separate from the cream. So leave it in if you like because it's delicious and you know, we all love that extra fat, but drain it if you're wanting to impress anybody. And of course, depending on the fat content of the one you buy, like this, we're gonna have quite a bit, but if it's lean, you're not gonna have much at all.
Sorry I didn't have a bigger spatula for you to work with.
I mean, I'm very disappointed.
Nothing is small in my kitchen.
Thank you.
If you need a knife, I have one of those too.
Oh my gosh, it's bigger than my face. Oh, I can see myself in it. Hello.
I never get to be the funny guy. I always have to be all serious and cook, and you always get to be the funny one.
All right, we're gonna add our broth. 1 cup of broth.
Kettle and fire, nice choice.
Yeah, oops, a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like they have a good one. 4 ounces of cream cheese that we're just gonna eyeball.
Looks like 4 ounces to me.
Yeah, our brains definitely do not work the same, Chris.
That's not a bad thing.
1/2 cup of cream, and we're going to mix that up, give a little stir, and we're going to bring it to a simmer. A simmer down there.
Can tell this is going to be really rich and delicious.
Nice little clog your arteries soup, huh?
That's right.
As the haters would say. All right, so this will take about 5 minutes to have everything melt together and come to a low simmer. And then we are going to turn off the heat, stir in the cheese, and that's it. I mean,
doesn't get much easier than that.
Much cheesier than that?
That's right. So Courtney, I'm curious, how did you create this recipe? Like what sort of brought this all about?
For the general, like all my recipes, I would go to Pinterest and be like, okay, what's a standard American diet food that we love? And how can I carnivorize it?
Yeah.
So I don't specifically remember this one happening. I honestly blocked out so much of that process.
Okay.
Pinterest just recreating things was, that was my go-to.
Gotcha. So you take a lot of inspiration from social media then for your cooking and just kind of ideas.
Yes, and then just make a carnivore twist with that.
Yeah.
You know, try to get all our old comfort foods. This thing is cranking. That is fast.
I'm telling you, it does a good job.
Wow. So yeah, I think we can turn that off.
All right.
And we'll add this in. And then once this is all mixed in, Then we'll give it a taste and see if it needs salt. I've never had to add salt, and I love salt. I don't find that it needs it. Obviously, if you're using low sodium, or if you're using, like, say you make your own bone broth and you don't add salt, then you're gonna want to salt to taste with this. But that's it. And so this, I say it like serves 4. I would double it. And especially if you want to have leftovers, because from what I hear, I mean, I feel like this is my most popular one that I get a lot of feedback on, and people are always making it. And they're like, absolutely double it. So listen to them, not me.
Here you go. It's always good to have a little bit of extra around as well, because when you're hungry, all of a sudden that second bowl starts looking real good.
Absolutely. And serve it with your cornbread that we made earlier.
Yes, if you guys didn't know, I do have a carnivore cornbread recipe, and I actually did a video for Courtney's channel where I show you guys how to make it. So I'm going to link Courtney's channel in the description box. If you don't subscribe to her, 1, where have you been? And 2, you need to go down to the description box and find the link, and you need to go subscribe right away. Of course, like I said, her cookbook is down there. You can go and purchase Carnivore in the Kitchen if you have not already, and see, I'm assuming this is in there.
It is in there.
Along with a whole bunch of other amazing carnivore recipes.
Not 130, that's
well,
for sure.
You know, that's okay. I'm just weird that way. But her cookbook will be down there, and of course the pre-order for my cookbook will be down there. And if you don't have both of our books by this time next year, what are you even doing?
Exactly. Go grab his, support him. It's voting with your dollar, okay? When you support these cookbooks, it is helping get out there more so other people can see them and change their lives and change their health. So you are helping the world by supporting Chris in his book.
And by supporting Courtney and her book as well.
Serve these up then.
Sweet.
So take your favorite hat and flip it upside down, and we're gonna fill it and drip all over it with the soup. And then we are going to add a little bit of shredded cheese. Ooh, a lot of it. And crumple up some bacon, and you measure that with your heart.
Courtney, this looks fantastic. I am very excited to try this. If you don't mind, I'm gonna add a little Chris Cookin' Nashville flair.
We're gonna jazz it up a notch.
Let's see what we can do. So this is a no sugar ketchup and mustard. Think of it like a fruit leather, but no added sugar, because sugar is obviously not necessary here, but ketchup and mustard for a cheeseburger vibe. Yes, please.
Just missing one thing.
Some dill pickle jelly.
Love it. I love pickles. I'm a pickle connoisseur. Don't tell the carnivore police.
Well, they're banging down my doorstep every single recipe video, so that's just gonna be a thing that happens. That is absolutely beautiful. I think it's time to taste. All right, you're gonna give this a taste.
I am ready.
I'm looking forward to it.
I want that little relish ball.
Do it.
The relish makes it. That's so good.
It's fantastic. I totally see why people make such a big deal out of it, because it is very simple. Really, really cool. If you guys would like to know how to do the ketchup and mustard fruit leather and the dill jelly that I put on there, let me know in the comments. I'd be glad to show you guys how I do those. The dill jelly is interesting because it kind of melts as you eat it.
It's very delicious.
It's really, really cool. So, Courtney, that is fantastic. Yeah.
I hope you love it and enjoy the recipe.
Guys, if you like cheeseburger soup like this, make sure you go check out this video right over here. This is Chris Cookin' Nashville, the amazing Courtney Luna. Eat your meat, love your life, and we'll see you here in the kitchen for more craziness like this.